After the video I posted, I got questions in my DM asking about how much do you need to start it. And then after we went over how much you need to start it, they asked, how can I afford it? I really want to open an account. So we're going to go through both of those, starting with how much do you need to start it? So it's kind of all depends on your budget. We do try to say like whatever you're actually comfortably saving already is the best amount to start with. But if you weren't already saving because maybe you're a spender and you only save when you want to buy something, then you can start with as little as $100. What a kind of rule of thumb is you take your age and you put a 0 behind it, and that's how much you should actually be saving towards your retirement or towards something that whatever it is that you want to purchase, a large purchase, every month. So for me, that would be $370. If that seems like a lot, if you're in your 30s, then $300. If you're in your 40s, $400. If you have something that's like you have some savings already in the bank and it's just sitting there, you can roll that and put that into starting your IUL and then just pay $100 a month. How can you afford it? This is like a really good question because sometimes there are things in life that we actually need to do. We know we need to do it, but we procrastinate on doing it, or we don't really want to do it because that means we have to give up something else. So I think what I find, instead of just completely giving up something, you at least like take inventory on how much you're spending and then cut it down. So for me personally, I go to Starbucks like 6 times a week. I hate to say that, but when I look back in my app, that's true. And I spend about $11. So you do 11 times the 6 days. I know it's crazy. And that is $66, okay? So 66, gotta do this long ways because I'm using my phone to record this, so no calculator. So after a month, I've spent $264 in Starbucks, which is, I don't know what I'm thinking. It sounds good at the time when you're not really paying attention. But knowing that I need to save $370 or at least $300, I'll just go ahead and I don't know if I could say stop going to Starbucks, but at least decrease going to Starbucks. But I mean, I guess if it's worth it, I could just stop going to Starbucks. So if you're able to, your willpower is strong, and you really see the benefit of this account, which I actually really do, I'll just stop going to Starbucks. Now, let's think of some other things that you guys are probably spending your money on. Video games. I know Xbox has that game account where it says you can start it for $1, but it's really more than $1. I think it's like $50. PlayStation probably has something similar, or just buying those upgrading cards. Don't buy so many of them. You could be going out to eat. Stopping at fast food is like $15. If you're doing that 3 times a day, 15 times 3. You're spending $45 a day just getting fast food 3 times. So if you cut back on that, eventually, those cuts will help you get started in your own IUL.